Good day and welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Welcome and thanks for joining me for the ride. In our most recent post here, we took a look at tracking the time that we've been sober around whatever the addictive behavior might be that we're looking at. And we took it one step deeper. This time we went into the actual quality, or what we in psychology call the felt sense of that sobriety. So not just the quantity, not the length of time, not just that, but also the quality, how it felt. Surely we all have some reference point, whether firsthand or observing the so-called dry drunk phenomenon. And what that is in a nutshell is somebody who is literally sober but miserable. That's the dry drunk phenomenon. And it applies across all addictions. And so that's what we're trying to look at is have you experienced literally being sober and been happy, peaceful, fulfilled, as opposed to miserable? I want you to know that I think of literal sobriety as, in fact, quite necessary. It's helpful for me to think about that in terms of what our bodies and brains need just to get a basic foundation. And I think that requires literal sobriety. But as necessary as literal sobriety is, in my opinion, I also fully believe that it's not sufficient. We need to get sober from whatever the addiction might be in order to move to the next level. It's that next level that is the reward for all of our hard work. A literal sobriety won't by itself guarantee happiness or even peace of mind. I witnessed what we just talked about with the dry drunk phenomenon. I hope that you follow me, and you can probably reference your own experience or your own observation to realize that it's possible to get literally sober and not experience the least bit of peace inside. So what we're talking about here is an advanced recovery. It definitely necessitates sustaining sobriety. That includes getting to a place where we can count on being sober without always looking over our shoulder for imminent relapse. But as we advance in that sobriety, we often long for more. And so I want to talk about the more with you. And I want to move with you into our examining what can undermine or get in the way of our accessing the more, especially high-risk situations which threaten to throw us out of the saddle with our sobriety. But in the spirit of getting at this what I'm calling the more, in terms of what it is that sobriety seeks, I want to ask you to reflect on what for you might represent your ideal vision of a fully recovered life. What would that look like for you? What might go into your feeling complete in having licked the worst of your addiction and of having gotten your life back? Remember, we've talked about addiction as enslavement. That's its root sense in Latin. So what would it be like to be free of enslavement? We're talking about recovering your life here. And what would you need to recover, or at least be on the road towards recovery, to feel satisfied and successful in your recovery? That's what I want you to look at in this exercise. I wish you well with it. I look forward to our bringing that back into the weave as we deepen into looking at recovery resilience in the deepest of ways, leading towards satisfaction and fulfillment in our lives. I want to thank you again for joining me. Please stay safe, be well. Good luck with the exercise. Bring it back to our next post, and I'll see you again soon. Take good care.